This isn't it. This is just a regular suite.
What are you talking about? This is like the swankiest hotel room I've ever stayed in.
Yeah, you haven't traveled that much, so...
In the White Lotus, Shane has an uncomfortable situation come up, and we are going to examine the economics behind this. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Matt Rosu. I'm an economist at Susquehanna University. Thrilled to have Michael Enns join us. Mike is the Director of Professional Development at Virginia Tech and also a superstar economics educator. Mike, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And I put out a call on Twitter to folks in the Teach Econ family about who might be fans of the White Lotus, because I was hoping to find somebody who might want to chat about it. And Mike, thank you for thanks for tuning in. Season 3 of the White Lotus is dropping now, and each week I will also be having a video come out looking at the economics behind it. There's all sorts of interesting cases. Let's go to, we're going to look at a couple different clips featuring Shane from season 1, and we'll discuss a little bit of the economics behind this. So let's go to the first clip.
I'm presuming Mr. Shane Patton, Mrs. Rachel Patton.
That's oh my God. Yes.
Is that not correct?
No, it's correct. I'm just, I'm getting, am I changing my name? Is that,
Well, how about we get you a daiquiri before you make any major life decisions?
Ooh, yes, yes.
Christy will be riding with you back to the hotel,
okay,
and she'll escort you to the Palm Suite.
Palm Suite.
And I'm sure you will just love it.
Okay. Aloha, aloha.
Aloha. Thank you.
Let's get this honeymoon started.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, wait.
What? What is it? What's wrong?
This is the wrong room.
What do you mean?
We're supposed to be in a honeymoon suite. This isn't the honeymoon suite. This...
Maybe it is. Why isn't it?
No, because I did a virtual tour on the website. This isn't it. This is just a regular suite.
What are you talking about? This is like the swankiest hotel room I've ever stayed in.
Yeah, you haven't traveled that much, so... Plus, we're paying for the honeymoon suite.
Technically, we're not paying for anything. Your parents are. I think it's fine, Shane. I mean, look, it's an amazing view, and we're near the restaurant, and it's convenient. We can stuff ourselves and go drown in the ocean.
We're supposed to have our own plunge pool and a private patio.
There's a balcony. There's another balcony.
I mean, they screwed us on the room.
Oh, Shane, I wouldn't go that far.
Well...
Just talk to the guy.
Yeah.
Is it a big deal? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's our once-in-a-lifetime honeymoon.
Yeah.
I just want it to be perfect for you, Papa.
We'll be coming back to this shortly, but we see the situation here laid out. Shane at least is under the impression he should be in a different room. Not in the room that he seems to think he should be in. At this point, right, he hasn't talked to anybody. What would you be doing, I guess I'm saying, in this situation, if you're in this room? First, would you be more like him, where, you know, this isn't good enough, or her, we're saying, oh, this is the best room I've ever been in?
Well, first of all, Shane, I mean, obviously everybody's favorite character, right? And always seems to have his priorities straight, right? I mean, they're here on their honeymoon, and he's worried about the room that they have. I mean, hey, it looked like a nice room. Okay, now, you know, if I'd really had my heart set on some other room and there were certain features that I really wanted to experience while I was there, then yeah, then I might be a little bit upset. I certainly wouldn't let it interrupt that moment, though. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Just arriving on the honeymoon and in bed, right? And he's letting that interrupt it. I don't, at this point, I don't blame Shane, and she even seems to be on board of saying, okay, let's go talk to the guy. Let's go talk to the manager. We might have gotten put in the wrong room, and maybe they can fix it. I think it's a rational move to do that. You know, they could have waited a while, of course. Let's go to the next clip as he does have the conversation with the manager, and we'll see what happens here.
And Ms. Undecided. Finding everything to your liking?
Actually, I think you put us in the wrong room. We were supposed to be in the honeymoon suite.
Oh, there is no honeymoon suite.
We're supposed to have a plunge pool on a private patio.
Oh, well, that would be the pineapple
Okay.
suite, but I don't have a record of you booking that room, no.
My mother sent a virtual tour. She booked the room.
Well, you're paying for a presidential ocean view suite. The Palm, that's a very nice room. Totally unique.
It's really nice.
But no
Yeah.
plunge pool.
But you still have the infinity pool, the waterfall pool, and the fountain pool. The pineapple suite, it has the private pool, but it doesn't have the ocean view.
I think the privacy would be nice, right? I don't know. Maybe I should call my mother?
Do you want to call your mother? What do you think she'll say?
I think she's going to say we're in the wrong room, but...
Well, the pineapple suite isn't available, I'm afraid, anyway.
Oh, it's not.
No, there's a German couple staying there. They also just got married.
So, it is a honeymoon suite.
Shane.
No, I
It's
guess...
not that big of a deal. I mean, the room is really, it's gorgeous.
Oh, well, the Palm's everyone's favourite. I prefer the Palm to the pineapple, don't you, Lani?
The palm, yeah, the palm.
Okay. All right. That's a bummer. I saw the virtual tour of it, and it's... We're definitely not paying for the more expensive room,
No.
right?
I mean, yes, you are not.
Okay. Bubba,
What?
the guy lied. I mean, that or he's just stupid or something. We did book the room with the pool, and we paid for it. My mom forwarded me the booking.
Shane!
What? I'm not gonna let him ruin our honeymoon.
No, but he's not. You are. Like, let's just enjoy this room. It's nice. Forget about the other room.
But we paid for it.
Get over yourself.
Get over myself?
Get over it. Like, why are we even thinking about this? Let's just enjoy our honeymoon. You know? There's no problem.
Oh my God. Bubba.
To Shane, this definitely is a problem, and this is the point where I do like to think through here. Is this a case of the sunk cost fallacy? Is Shane succumbing to this? Do we think this would be a legitimate case where we could say that? I guess we can define for listeners, many of you will know, but if you don't, a sunk cost is one that is irretrievable regardless of what you do. So if you're at a business, thinking a business, and you spend some amount of money on a plan for whether to expand or not, the money you spent on the plan is irretrievable. You should only expand if the future benefits are more than the future costs. And you should not let the fact that you spent the money investigating this guide the decision. Those are irretrievable. Here, they've paid some money and they're not in the room they want. Do you think this qualifies as a case of the sunk cost fallacy?
Definitely not from Shane's mindset, I think, right there, because I think Shane still views it as if he does something, he will get either the money back or get moved. So I do think that Shane is thinking that his actions will cause something to happen in the future. You know, if I'm in Shane's shoes there, I'm realizing there's already somebody over in the other suite, right? So they're not going to move me at that point. Now, if it's true that other suite is more expensive, then I'm probably making that known and making sure that they're charging whoever's paying. I mean, Shane's mom, I guess, in this case, the lower amount, right? The actual room amount. But I definitely think that in Shane's own mindset here, there is some way to recuperate these costs or to change the outcome by his actions moving forward.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you're right. In Shane's mind, he's probably thinking something can be done. If nothing can be done, and then he's just stewing over it, I would think that's succumbing. So perhaps it's not at this point, at least, the sunk cost fallacy. I do think there's a question of, is this worth his time and energy at this moment? And that, I think, is probably quite clearly a no. Even if maybe they can make some small change in action, maybe they can get money back. An interesting question I've thought about it as somebody who's pretty frugal in general, and how would I think? I would be pretty upset and about not getting the thing I paid for on this once in a lifetime trip. I would hope it would take me a little bit quicker to maybe snap out of it and say, we've just got to drop it here, and maybe afterwards could investigate just a little bit more. She clearly has a very different mindset on this, and I kind of find it fascinating how they played that off, where she's like, look, this is a great room. You know, he kind of insults her a little bit earlier.
Not kind of.
Yeah, that's not kind of. You're right. Yeah, when haven't stayed very many places, but she's in many ways her mindset here is way healthier
Mm-hmm.
in terms of that. And I don't know if she's the benefit cost, like, hey, let's enjoy the honeymoon, or if it's just in this spot, she's better off.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure she's viewing it as this is a fantastic room. We have an opportunity to have a great time here, and why are we going to worry about this room change? Why are we going to potentially ruin the honeymoon just because of this thing? We can still have a great time moving forward. And it's not like they, put them in a one bedroom or something that wasn't a suite. So.
That it is a pretty sweet looking room, pun intended, I guess, for this. Okay, let's go back and watch another clip where we see questionable behavior.
Hey, excuse me. Hey, buddy.
Mr. Patton, how are you this morning?
Yeah, okay. So, I have this email here forwarded from my mother.
Oh, an email from your mother.
Okay. So, yesterday you said that we paid for the room that we have, but actually we did pay more money for the room we don't have. So,
I assure you, your mother is only paying the rate for your current room.
right. You guys made a mistake. Okay, so just own up to your mistake. It's all I'm asking.
Well, if there's been a mistake, I do apologize. I'm so very sorry.
Thank you.
Who are they?
It's this German couple that's staying in our room. He's a fucking liar.
The husband?
No, the fucking dude at the fucking front desk.
He said he apologized.
Yeah. He told me the Germans were leaving Wednesday, so we wouldn't have enough time to switch rooms and get in there. They just told me they're flying back to Hamburg on Tuesday.
Well, then we can get into the room on Tuesday. What's the big deal?
He lied.
Well, maybe he just got it wrong.
No. He does not want us to have that room.
Why wouldn't he want us to have the room? Why would he care?
I bet because he thinks I'm an asshole.
Who were you, an asshole?
No. No, I was actually trying to not be an asshole.
That you failed?
I called my mom, see if they were fond of the difference between the rooms. Hey, Mom, what's up? Okay, so the situation with the room is not resolved. Can you check and see if you got a refund from the White Lotus?
Let's just call Lorenzo.
Who's Lorenzo?
There are some college students and young adults who maybe haven't been married yet and are planning on it. This is not economics advice, but just a pro tip. Don't call your parents on your honeymoon. Just, you can wait a couple days. I find this interesting thinking about it. Does Shane have a different utility function here? Thinking through this, is the game his utility?
Yeah, I mean, I think when certain people feel like they've been wronged, then the only thing that matters to them is trying to get some sort of revenge for that wrong, right? And so it becomes very, very important to them. I do think that so people like you and I would not automatically assume that somebody's doing something just to, just to prove a point to us because they think we're assholes, right? I mean, that's well, only somebody who has consistently been an asshole in their life thinks that people are behaving that way because you're an asshole. So
I hadn't thought about it that way, but yeah, that's kind of an interesting, and he says, I wasn't trying to be one here.
yeah.
Um, but he has that. I also think for Armon, and there's a bit of issue with sunk costs here too. We're going to have another video coming out later where we actually look at a little bit more of the game theory and how their interactions may be great on each other and affect the behavior from both sides. But at what point, we hear him give a half-hearted apology, and we do hear him twice on this video. He's, oh, you've talked to your mother, right? Like that kind of comment, or what did mommy say kind of comment. Uh, at some point, I mean, okay, they did make a mistake. And at what point do they have to do it, or what's the actions here in terms of the behavior for Armon that might be optimal?
Yeah, I mean, certainly, I think he's getting enjoyment or utility out of mocking Shane. And so, those comments about his mom are clearly bringing himself joy when he does so. But they're not helping the situation. I mean, ultimately, if you're having a dispute with a guest, mocking them along the way is not going to make that dispute better.
No, he didn't de-escalate. And there's a different part where he talks about, make people feel valued and they'll be happy. We don't have that in here, but he doesn't seem to be following his own advice quite perfectly on this one. So, well, if those who are watching, if you have any other thoughts on the behavior, is Shane behaving optimally here? Is Armand behaving optimally here? Would love to see that in the comments. This is part of a series. We'll be dropping videos every week, including another one that goes into the game theory behind Shane and Armand's decision. So if you'd like more, please like and subscribe. And Mike, thanks again for joining.
Yeah, no problem. Enjoyed it.
Everybody else, we'll see you in the next video.